We're going to explain how to delete a pivot table in different applications. Deleting a pivot table is straightforward, regardless of whether you're using Excel, Google Sheets, or another spreadsheet program. The core method remains consistent. You select the pivot table and then use the delete command. However, the exact steps may vary slightly depending on your software. 1. Identifying the pivot table. First, you need to locate the pivot table you want to remove. Pivot tables are usually easily identifiable. They often have a distinct look, a structured grid containing summarized data from a larger data set. If you're unsure, look for any tables with fields, rows, columns, and values that can be rearranged. 2. Selecting the pivot table. Carefully select the entire pivot table. Click on any cell within the pivot table, and then hold down the Control key, Command key on a Mac, and select a cell on the opposing corner of the table. You can also just click the table name on the top left corner if that appears. This will highlight the entire table. Make sure you don't accidentally select only part of the table. Selecting only a portion will delete only the selected portion. 3. Deleting the pivot table. Now, after having selected the table, you use the delete functionality. This usually entails using either the keyboard shortcut, Delete key, or a right-click menu option. In most spreadsheet applications, right-clicking anywhere inside the selected pivot table will bring up a context menu. Look for an option that says Delete, Cut, Clear Contents, or similar, depending on the application. If you choose to delete using the keyboard, simply press the Delete key. Note that deleting a pivot table also removes its associated data. If you only wish to remove the visualization and retain the underlying data, it's best to create a new pivot table based on the original data source instead of deleting the existing one. 4. Confirming deletion, if necessary. Some applications may prompt you to confirm your action before deleting the pivot table. If a confirmation dialog box appears, click Yes or the equivalent to proceed with the deletion. 5. Different software, same principles. The basic steps are very similar across different applications, such as Microsoft Excel, Google Sheets, and LibreOffice Calc. While the exact wording in menus or the appearance of the interface might differ, the overall procedure, select, then delete, remains consistent. If you're having trouble, consult your software's help documentation, but these steps should help in most scenarios. Always remember to save your work after performing such operations.